This training technique allowed me to transform my physique in less than 40 minutes of training a week. And it's so simple that I can teach you to do it right now. The goal with our training to build a great body is strength, because strength is what gives us muscle mobility and allows us to have low body fat and look great. To build strength, we need to work at our strength threshold. We need to try as hard as possible in the movement pattern that we're doing, and we need to make the difficulty such that it requires all of that strength. We have the perfect resistance to challenge us. The easiest possible way to do this is by forcing the negative, because then we know that we're not just at our strength limit, but we're beyond it. And so the way you can think about this is like there's two of you working against each other. One is setting the difficulty by the positioning of your body to make it impossible for you to stay at the top. And the other is working as hard as possible with the working muscles to try and move up in the opposite direction to the way your body weight is forcing you down. And so the easy demonstration of this is the rowing movements. If we want to build up to something like a front lever row, we need to increase the horizontal distance between our shoulders and our hands as we do a rowing movement. And so how you can force the negatives here is by doing a bodyweight row on your rings. Get to the top rather than then lowering to the bottom of the movement. What we can do is push the rings away towards our hands. This is setting the difficulty. Push the rings towards our hips. If we keep trying to hold ourselves at the top of the row, there'll be a point where suddenly it's too heavy for us to hold. And if the worker in us keeps trying to drive our elbows to the ground, keeps trying to row up, and the difficulty setter keeps pushing those rings towards our hips, we'll be able to force ourselves all the way down to the bottom. It's weird, it's counterintuitive, but it's brutally effective, and you keep increasing this over time. As you get stronger, eventually you're going to need to push the rings so far away that your feet can come off the ground, eventually to the point where you can straighten them out. You're in a front lever. You build that level of strength, your physique's going to be nuts, and then forcing those negatives is the fastest, most effective way to get there.